In Tech Matters, the Directorate for Digital Innovation. For the first time in more than 50 years, the CIA will create a new office. The goal? Translate big data into useful intelligence. For more, I'm joined by Patrick Tucker, Technology Editor for Defense One. Patrick, you met with Deputy Director Andrew Hallman at CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia. He leads the Directorate for Digital Innovation. Tell us about it.
Well, the new directorate has three goals, broadly speaking. One, to help agents and analysts better develop their cyber and technological skills. Number two, to make the data that the CIA collects more governable. That basically means more manageable. That helps the CIA take that data and better answer questions from Congress and the public, and also organize it within the CIA broadly. And three, to take the large amounts of digital information that the CIA is able to collect and transform it into anticipatory intelligence so that they can get a better sense of geopolitical changes before they become relevant or before they become emergencies.
Now, what kind of data does the CIA collect?
Traditionally, the CIA has collected what's called human intelligence. These are agents or analysts. They go out, they have conversations, they look at documents, interactions with humans. And that data is beginning to change because humans carry around digital devices. We create, as humans, digital information. And so this new directorate understands or takes advantage of the fact that a lot of the information that CIA agents and analysts collect and deal with is produced on different devices, and that has a lot of relevance for the future of intelligence work, but it's still traditionally human intelligence.
We all hear the expression connecting the dots, and that brings me to another key goal, anticipatory intelligence. Explain that term.
So what the CIA, since, in many ways its very beginnings, has been tasked with doing is predicting or anticipating changes that are going to happen. We walk around today with these digital devices that collect a lot of digital information about us, and all of that speaks to something we're going to do. If you take all of that in aggregate, you analyze it correctly, then theoretically you can get a sense of a change that's going to happen on a societal level, on a national level, in a particular place, and this is anticipatory intelligence. Understanding on the basis of these signals, many of them digital, some of the changes, geopolitical, political, perhaps having to do with national sentiment that are taking place in parts of the world where we have an interest, Latin America, the Middle East, of course, Asia, and elsewhere.
Now, Patrick, let's talk about redundancy concerns. Other members of the intelligence community already specialize in this arena. The National Security Agency, for example. Why is this new directorate necessary?
Right. The National Security Agency traditionally deals with what's called signals intelligence, as opposed to human intelligence, but the two are merging. Humans create signals intelligence, and so at the same time they do still have very distinct functions that are overlapping a little bit. And what this agency is going to do is perhaps help the NSA target some of its signals intelligence collection in a more narrow way, in a more focused way on very particular people. That's very important because as we all know, bulk metadata collection, a capability that the NSA helped to develop, is no longer something that they can do. So they have to work with different intelligence agencies and law enforcement agencies in a new way to derive new forms or sources of signals intelligence. And so these two agencies, the CIA through the Digital Directorate and the NSA, will work together in a lot of ways, but they'll still remain functionally distinct in terms of what their actual roles are.
Is the CIA late coming to the party on this, or is the timing just about right?
Well, if you talk to different people within CIA, even Brennan has said that in many ways what this directorate is doing is taking advantage or codifying what many analysts and agents already do. They already have to come up with digital solutions to intelligence gathering problems. They're already engaged in hacking. They have to be. They already have to worry about their cover or their legend getting blown because some piece of information about them shows up in open source intelligence collection. So they really are already in this, as it were. They're kind of building the plane as they're flying it. So they're not really late to the party, but this is something that has been ongoing for a long time, and they're really focusing in on it now in a very concerted way.
Good point. Patrick Tucker, Technology Editor for Defense One. Thanks, Patrick.